You see, a few days ago, the president visited Anambra State.
Okay.
And he was well received. In fact, most of the major traditional rulers in Anambra State came together and conferred on him a chieftaincy title.
Clap for that!
Which means he is now High Chief Alhaji Senator title Akariala.
Is it forever?
But the thing is, the president is the #1 citizen of the country. And we must ascribe to him the highest level of respect and honor at all times, irrespective of our different political divides.
Yes.
But having said that, I believe that there is a thin line between courtesy and sycophancy.
Hell.
And I also believe that the Anambra State governor crossed that line.
Hey!
In fact, when I heard the governor speak, I was left scratching my head, wondering how we became this lowly as a people. I remember when men were men. When men spoke truth to power and damned the consequences. When men believed that no matter how powerful a king gets, they will have to tell him the truth, even if they will cover their face with a calabash.
You don't know.
When men believe that if a deity becomes too powerful, they show the particular tree it was carved out from.
Learn a lesson.
Now, in the governor's opening remark, he said that the last time a president visited Anambra, he came to commission the premium breweries. And if you do not understand the significance of this statement, that brewery was an investment that P2B attracted to Anambra State. And the APC used it to taunt him, during campaign leading to the 2023 election.
Hell.
They said the only thing he did for his people was to bring a brewery so that they would turn to drunkards.
Funny people.
And it was this line of insult that the governor imported into his opening speech.
God will see us.
I know he was trying so hard to massage the president's ego, to please him. But must you pour spit in the face of your own brother?
That is not corruption.
And you disregarded the fact that most of the people that gathered there, even though they came to welcome their president, they are also P2B supporters and his kinsmen as well. But you disregarded them and farted in their face.
Look at you.
And then he went ahead to announce that his party is endorsing the president for a second tenure.
Okay.
Now, don't get me wrong. The governor has the right to, choose any candidate of his choice. But I don't believe that his party hierarchy came together and reached this conclusion. And one man cannot speak for a party. But because he was too eager to twerk for the president, he ended up ascribing unto himself powers that he did not have.
Photo.
Then he went ahead to thank the president for giving a lot of Anambra people federal appointments.
What?
And there are things people will say like this, and you start wondering how, when, where.
Hey!
Like, you can't wrap your head around it.
What if it is?
Like, I know you are trying to impress. You want to be, a good servant.
Yeah.
But must you live in denial? Everybody knows that no government has disregarded federal character than what we have today.
You don't know.
In fact, Anambra State as a whole has just one junior minister.
Hell.
In fact, Ondo State has more ministers than the whole of Southeast combined together.
Yeah!
And a Southeast governor is giving thanks for giving non-existent appointment.
Wash and cup of tea.
I'm not saying you should not praise the president. There are so many good things you can say about the president that will make sense. You can praise him as the man that built Lagos. We will understand.
You get it?
You can praise him as the man that turned the jungle into one of the thriving economies in Africa. It will make sense. But must you play on the insensibilities of your own people because of you want to be in somebody's good books?
70 years old man.
And to think that this is one of the Southeast governors that I have high regards for. I believe if anybody should have the balls to speak truth to power, it should be him.
Photo.
I don't expect the governor of Imo State to do it. I don't expect the Ebonyi State governor to do it. And you know why? The Enugu state governor is a young man, probably looking up to this one. If any Southeast governor should be bold enough to speak truth to power, I expect the Anambra state governor or maybe the Abia state governor. But look at what I am getting.
Sorry, sorry.
I expected him to, praise the president for praiseworthy things he might have done. But tell him that Southeast also needs trillion naira infrastructure like the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway. Tell him we can't be having 4 seaports in Lagos and in the whole of Southeast we don't have any.
Not be juju be
Tell him about the decaying state of federal roads that are critical to Southeast economy. A good example is the Enugu-Anambra Expressway that connected 3 Southeast states. Tell him about the marauding terrorists that are taking over our forest.
Yeah, maybe one.
But no, we just keep, playing to the gallery. We just keep beating about the bush.
Hell.
No problem. Instead of us to say what is important, I na question. Actually, Diokite up and down. Hey! Get it no governor we here.
Oh, sorry.
When you make you wayo. Wayo, oh when you get make you. 419, oh when you get